Hello, my beautiful EHH community. I'm back. Did you miss me? Okay, I am back for episode 1 of our new series together. So, first of all, I know a couple weeks ago I said, okay, we're doing a weekly series, and then I disappeared. Thank you for your patience. I got really busy with this acting project and work, and I just couldn't do everything. And when I do something, I like to be fully present. And I was fully present in that. And so I want to give my best to you, and I couldn't be fully present here, but now I can be fully present here. So thank you for your patience. Okay, so this is the first of the new series. I'm going to keep moving because that's just what I do. Of the new series. And so after my last email, I got some dilemmas submitted to me, and I have pulled one at random. It's anonymous. And then I also got some suggestions about what to call our new series. And I really love a lot of the suggestions, and I want to do a lot of them. I love all the names. And so maybe at one point I'll switch it. But for now, the one that's feeling the best, because I like simple, we're going to call this series Tell Emma Your Dilemma. Tell Emma your dilemma. Tell Emma your dilemma. Sorry, I just chugged some water. Tell Emma your dilemma. So at any time, reply to this email. Anytime, email me, transform@heywoodhypnosis.com. DM me on Instagram, WhatsApp me, video me, however you want to reach out. And tell me your dilemma. However big, small, anything in between, I'm here. I'm going to give you my insight, my wisdom, my knowledge from, again, my experience as an RTT hypnotherapist, a performance mindset coach, just life. I'm going to give you my perspective of things. Okay, so let's get into the first dilemma. So yes, like I said, I the ones that got submitted, I picked it at random. And even if you submit one today, and if you're not picked next week, I'll always get to all the dilemmas at some point. So don't worry about that. I'm going to read the dilemma out loud. And also just remember that whatever you submit, if you're struggling with it, I can guarantee you someone else is struggling with it too. So that's why I want to read them out loud and go through it to support you, because you might be going through a similar dilemma. Okay, here's today's dilemma. I've been trying for a long time to find my career path, trying to identify my gifts and talents and dedicate myself to something I'm passionate about. However, I'm unable to define a path or even list what gifts I have. How would you help me get out of this dead-end path? I love this dilemma. Thank you for your submission. I had many thoughts. Surprise, surprise. I wrote things down so I wouldn't forget anything. So, the first thing I want to say, because I'm going to invite you to grab a piece of paper and a pen. You can pause if you need to, because I'm going to have some questions for you to reflect on. This is such a great question. I think the first thing I want to say is, let's release some pressure right now. Let's release the pressure that you have to figure it all out in terms of I need my career and my passion to align right here, right now. I think we're fed that story in society that if your career isn't your passion, then something's wrong with you, or you're a fail. We don't. Everyone's on their own journey. It can take time. I know it took time for me, for my passion and purpose to align. And sometimes, again, we're all on our unique journey. And sometimes we do just have to, have a job, a career to pay bills. We live in this world, there's parts of us that we have to be realistic as well. And sometimes we just have to, pay bills. And what I would say is starting in the place of exploring what your passion and gifts are, what your talents are, before trying to align that with the career. Just being in the space of exploration of your passion, of your gifts, of your talents, because you're not going to know what they are until you start exploring what they could be. The other thing I just want to quickly say before I give you the questions that I have for you is we're always told any skill that we want to explore or do, that we have to monetize it, right? If I'm learning a new skill and I'm not monetizing it, what's wrong with me? And just this reminder that life is actually just about experiencing. Life is about being. And I know for me, so before I was an actor, I wasn't fully happy. And before I found RTT and hypnotherapy, I was just exploring different things that I wanted to try. And I got into burlesque performance because I followed my curiosity. I followed my joy. I wasn't doing it to be I'm going to be the next burlesque star of the world. I just knew I was curious about it and wanted to explore. Even now, I have this desire I've had for a long time to learn the drums. Am I going to go monetize the skill? Probably not, but am I going to do it? Am I going to do it because it makes me excited and feel alive and I just want to experience life? I want to learn an instrument. I want to learn a new language. I want to try. Like, I do these things because I want to just be and explore. And that's how I find my talents, my passions, all the things I learned when I was a performer, those gifts and talents I use in my work now. So you never know one thing you're exploring and what you're going to experience, how you can bring it on into what your career is going to be. So in terms of your career path right now, I say let's put a pin in that. Let's put a pin in it and let's just drop into right now these questions I'm going to ask you about exploring your passions and your gifts and your talents. So the first question I have for you is, and I might go through them a bit quickly just because of time in the video, but you can pause. So the first question is, what did you love to do between the ages of 7 and 14? What did you love to do between the ages of 7 and 14? Sometimes when we have to, so much of being an adult is actually going back to what we wanted to do as kids. Because as kids, we're more free, we're more open, and then we get conditioned and put into these boxes. And as adults, we're dying to come out. We're dying to be childlike again, right? I know for me, when I was a young kid, I loved to perform and act. And then I got older and I lost my spark. And I was like, wait a second, I want to reactivate the spark. Acting isn't my full thing right now. I'm not really making money from it, but I'm doing it because I like to do it. I'm doing it because it makes me happy. It brings me joy. Again, maybe I'll make money from it again. I'll never say no to that, but that's not my main incentive right now. So make a list of what you love to do between the ages of 7 and 14. Sit with that. How can you reactivate that? Even if it's like just little bit by bit. That's how you're going to start to identify, what are my gifts? What are my talents? What do I love? What am I passionate about? How can I bring that again? How can I reactivate that again? Another question for you is, if you won the lottery tomorrow and work career wasn't a thing, money wasn't a thing, what would you do? What are the first 3 things you would do? Not like, the typical wish list stuff of like travel or pay off debt. Like, what would you actually do? This is giving you insight to what you like, what you're passionate about, what you're curious about. What would you do? If money wasn't a factor, you had all the time in the world, what would you do? So I'm asking these questions, by the way, for this to reflect on and be in a space of exploration. As you explore, this could be the next few months. Maybe in a few months, the answers are going to reveal themselves. The career is going to reveal itself. But if you don't give yourself this time to just explore what you even want or like or are curious or passionate about, it's like you're jumping, we can't jump too far ahead, right? We have to start here, and then it's going to lead to what can that look like in terms of a career, right? Another question. If you had 5 years left on the planet, but you weren't sick, you weren't in pain, how would you spend that time? Another question. Again, I know I'm going through these quickly, but you can pause, write it, and reflect. It doesn't have to be in one sitting, reflect on this. Another question is, what have you always wanted to do but held yourself back from? What would you do if you could only succeed? Next one is, write a list of at least 20 of your values. So often we say we value things in life, but are we actually living our values? And it can be values from, I value connection and community and communication. That's part of why I'm making these videos. I'm like, I love to communicate. Why am I not doing that more? I want to start living my value. But another one is like, I value organization. I value being on time, right? And so write a list of all the different kinds of values that you have. And then from the 20, at least 20, pick your top 3. Are you living your values? Are you exploring your values? Because we can get the values, gifts, talents, passions, and how that can align with a career. Next one is, write down everything you like about yourself. This one might be a bit tough, but write down everything you like about yourself. Write down your unique skill set. Your unique skill set. For me, I know I'm not the biggest tech person. Never going to say that I am. I have a powerful intuition. That's part of my unique skill set. I have a high EQ. That's part of my unique skill set. My voice, my presence, my writing, like I have, my unique skill set. So write down your unique skill set. This is how you start identifying what kind of career could my unique skill set, where can we align that? And then this is a fun one, just in terms of, so this is all, those questions are more about exploring you, your passions, your values, your talents, your gifts, exploring that. We start with that, and then we can move into what is that going to look like in a career. So this is a way to kind of think about a career. Pretend you're writing a reverse job description. My job must have blank. My job must have an environment of humor, must make me laugh every day. My job, I know for me, so I want my career to make me feel fulfilled. I want my career to give me freedom. I want my career to make me feel blank, right? Write down your reverse job career description. My career must include blank. My career must make me feel blank, right? So we can start with all of these qualities. When you get the qualities, when you get your passion, your talent, your gifts, then, and this can take time. Like I said, this can take much, like don't rush this. The more you sit in this exploration and try things out, trial and error, you're going to start identifying, oh, this work in this kind of career, or this is what it could look like. So I think, like I was saying in the beginning, right now, releasing the pressure that you have to figure it out all at once. I think that's often how we get stuck, is when we're like, oh my God, it all has to be figured out. And that we lose that valuable time of just being in the exploration, right? Again, we live in this fast-paced world. We're not given that time to just listen and try things out. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, I don't like that. I thought I did, but I don't, right? And also, so much of it is going back to our childhood, like I said, and saying, wait, what did I love to do when I was young? What did I love to do? And how can I take that and bring it into my adult life now? Yeah. And again, being in this place of exploration, the career is going to figure itself out. Another just really quick thought is, I was in this workshop last year, and the woman running it, my mentor, her name's Brianna Lynn, and she had this great phrase for job. She called job joy of being. And I really love that. That what if I know we have, bills and money and all of that. And yes, it's great if we can all align, but what if we see our job as just our joy of being, and what brings me joy, and what passions do I want to go explore, and curiosities, right? That was a lot for today, so I'm going to leave that for now. But that was my main thing, is releasing the pressure of needing to find the career right now, be in the place of exploration, of passion, these questions. Because I know you said or even list the gifts I have. I think these questions are going to help you identify your gifts, talents, and passions. And then from there, the path is you're going to start walking on the path, and then the path is going to start revealing itself. Okay. If you have another dilemma from this, submit another question. I think those are all my notes. I don't want to forget anything. But yeah, tell Emma your dilemma. Thank you for your submission. And any dilemma you have for me. Wait, sorry, I'm getting it. Okay. This is where on my phone, next time when I record, I need to put it on airplane mode so I don't get these emails coming through. I'm like, I don't want to see that email right now. Anyway, thank you for your submission. Tell Emma your dilemma. Episode 1 was about career. Any dilemma you have, submit it. Love you all. Big love. Talk soon.